Hey, this is Rachelle. Welcome to our Silly Goose family. Today is Monday. I have a few things I want to do around the house, and I'm going to get the boys to pitch in. And then I want to take them to a new play area that has opened at a park that we love. So hopefully we can all get on board and knock out the things that we need to do, and we can go do that. And I wanted to share one thing that's kind of been on my mind as far as what I'm doing around the house. Now, in our introductory video where we launched our channel and told you guys a little bit about what you could expect, we said two things. One, you shouldn't expect a Pinterest-worthy home. And two, you should expect honesty. So I'm going to be honest and say, I know we don't have a Pinterest-worthy home, and I don't think we're ever really going to get to that point, and that's okay with me. But I am embarrassed by the state of the inside of our home and a lot of areas around the outside. And I've shared some of that. Some of that I can acknowledge is because we're in progress with some projects, and that's just kind of the way it's going to be until we finish those projects. But some of it is because we have definitely fallen behind on just maintaining some areas in our home. So one area is our bathroom. It really, really embarrasses me. I realized that when I cringe when one of our kids' friends, a boy, wants to use our bathroom, I think we've crossed a line in how messy our bathroom is, you know? But cleaning our bathroom completely overwhelms me at times. So much so that I completely freeze when I think about doing it. I might lie in bed and think about, okay, I could do this and then this and then this and then this. And that's how I would clean a bathroom. And it doesn't happen. So what I've done is I've challenged myself, I started this yesterday, to just pick one thing in the bathroom and do it. Now, does that mean the entire bathroom is going to be clean at one time? Not for a little bit, it doesn't. But I think once I tackle these things that probably are falling some more in a deep clean type category and some just sort of in a regular maintenance category, I think once I knock off all those different things, then I can go in and just clean the bathroom and it won't be overwhelming. When I first transitioned to being a stay-at-home mom, I got myself into a good rhythm cleaning. Okay, the bathroom was pretty gross the first time I cleaned it, and it took a long time. But the more I did it week after week, it really didn't take that long. But then I got out of the habit, and here we are again. So I got to get back to that point again, and then I'll be okay. And then I can start doing that in other areas of our home as well, because I've been convicted that it really is hindering us from being hospitable. You know, hospitality doesn't necessarily mean I've invited people over for dinner. It means not cringing when a kid wants to use our bathroom, you know? It means having an open door policy for our kids' friends if they want to come in and cook some ramen in the kitchen, or they want to hang out and play in the boys' room or whatever. But when I cringe every time someone steps onto our property, we've got a problem. And that's a hospitality issue. That's a heart issue that we've entered into that we've got to remedy. So I wanted to share that with you guys, that because when I found that when I start saying things on these videos, it's giving me a certain level of accountability and a certain level of motivation. So I hope that before too long, I'll be able to post a video from our bathroom, not because it's beautiful, but because it's clean. Hopefully that will be soon-ish. I noticed that the soil looks really dry in my front two garden beds in particular. So I decided to give them just at least a little misting. It's not a great time of day to be watering, but they look so dry and thirsty. I was like, I have to do at least a little something. Anyway, I wanted to share this cute story about Abraham while I'm doing this. Yesterday, we needed to get out of the house. It was yesterday evening. I had found a seller on Facebook Marketplace who has some Lenten roses. I've just learned about Lenten roses, and they are a shade-friendly perennial, which I'm trying to acquire more of for a couple of different areas in our yard that I would like to be prettier, and also fairly low maintenance, because honestly, if I'm going to be investing time out here, I think I'd rather be investing the time in the like vegetable garden, because, you know, and then the perennials and stuff, I would like those to be low maintenance. So anyway, I asked Abraham, he loves to play with the hose. So I asked him if I could kind of teach him how to help me water the garden. We have 2 hoses out here in the front. And so he did. He very, very sweetly jumped on board. And at one point he goes, Mom, look. And I think he said something like, I'm doing it like you. And I was like, what? And he was holding the garden hose like I do. When I'm watering these beds in particular, it's a long hose, and sometimes it kind of gets like, you know how garden hoses do. They get kind of like kinked up and stuff. And so a lot of times I hold the hose with my right hand, like the actual like end where the water's coming out, and I run the hose behind my back and hold it behind my back with my left hand just to help it just be kind of oriented the right way. And that's what he was doing. Oh my goodness. One, it was so sweet because he was so proud of himself for holding the hose like me. But my goodness, wasn't it a reminder of like, they see what we do, don't they? Like, for him to like notice how I hold a garden hose, like, he's paying attention. And that, my friends, that's accountability right there, isn't it? If something as small as the way I hold a garden hose is impacting him, you know, what are all the other things that he's picking up from me? That is a mirror to my face for sure, and definitely is challenging me in some areas where I'm like, I think I need to do some tweaking because he's paying attention. So Asher is as well. Both my kids, they're paying attention. Where are we headed?
Conestee Park.
Conestee Park. But what about Conestee Park?
The playground.
The new playground.
It's
That's right.
From the like Hurricane Helene, they used all the wood and made like a wooden playground.
Yeah. So we're really excited to go check that out, and we're going to take you on the journey.
Every 5 minutes. Look at this little thingy.
I felt a tickle on my leg and I looked down expecting to see a fly. Wasn't expecting to see this fuzzy caterpillar. I think it's a safe one. I hope
What if
a
it's
safe one.
poisonous? What if it's poisonous?
Well, guess I'll find out.
You'll be dead then.
Maybe.
Oh.
My little birds found a nest. Oh my gosh, they're precious up there. What kind of bird are you?
I don't know.
He said it's a flamingo nest. Oh, Abraham.
Take a picture.
It's a video. In the muddy area. They have this whole area here for mud. Oh, dude.
It's on your phone.
Really?
Look on the back of your phone.
Just for that, you have to pose for a portrait.
There we go.
Oh, you're making a door?
Yeah. I need to cover back so there's all the gaps.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go to the trail. Watch this, Mama.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah?
Can we go to the bamboo section?
I don't know where that is.
Hold on. Watch this.
Ooh.
Bamboo section.
Do you see it on the camera now? Okay, it's on now.
it poisonous?
I don't think so.
Wow.
But you're right to always be cautious. That doesn't mean touch it.
Why?
We're gonna be cautious.
Whoa.
Yep, that's why we're cautious. So please step back because now he's definitely.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
There's a snake right here. Yeah,
Is it a big one?
It's a green one. No, it's right there on that branch.
Oh, yeah, I see it on the tree. See, it's climbing up. Oh, man, I don't ever get black snakes in my yard.
It's so green. Are they poisonous?
Okay,
Ready?
cool. I wasn't expecting to find this particular duck here today.
Wow. Asher, there's something in the water today. Asher, there's something in the water today.
Thank you, you too.
Hey, come on, we're going to an island. Shut up, there's a bunch of sand in my socks. I should probably take off my socks.
You can.
But, let's put them right here.
You gonna leave him there to dry and we'll pick him up on our way back?
Yep.
Maybe put him up on the trail somewhere to dry.
Whoa. Okay.
These look like the violets that have spread. There's one little purple flower, or a couple purple flowers. We have these that have spread all through one of our flower beds in our yard. Don't think I'm poison them, they just kind of appeared.
The North American river otter is what? Mama,
Where?
look.
Oh, semi-aquatic.
Semi-aquatic, something.
Here, keep going. You were doing great. That was a tricky word. Semi-aquatic.
Semi-aquatic mammal, common to the North American continent, found in the North American continent. North American continent. The North American Stop. Found in and along with its waterways and coasts. Adults can weigh what?
Weigh up to
Up to I don't know.
31 pounds.
31 pounds.
A member of the weasel family.
Wait, what is it?
The
say?
rib-
31.
31.
Yeah.
That 3-1 right above the map. A member of the weasel family, the river otter establishes a burrow close to the water's edge. The den has many tunnel openings, one of which generally allows the otter to enter and exit the body of water.
Can we see if we can find some?
Let's do that one day, okay? Abraham, can you point to what you thought was really cool on this sign? Bedrock. So that's something we need to explore some more. You seem really interested in bedrock.
It's the hardest thing in Minecraft.
Oh, it's the hardest thing in Minecraft. I see.
That's why iron is. No, iron is heavy. That's all it is. But bedrock is very hard.
Okay, so iron is heavy and bedrock is hard in Minecraft. Thanks for teaching me that.
Iron is heavy.
Yeah?
Somebody watch. I tried jumping. I'm just kidding. Oh, I did it!
Oh!
That's not how you do it. I did it. No, you didn't. I jumped. This is
So the new play area at Conestee is amazing. Like I told Joseph, it is one of the most incredible play areas I have ever seen. I almost cried, no joke, just looking around, watching the kids play, not just my kids, all the kids there, because it was so crowded. It was only the third day open. Just watching all the kids playing in such a natural way, like playing in a creek and getting muddy and just instinctively knowing how to play in that environment. They didn't need toys. They didn't need screens. They didn't need anything flashy at all. It was all like nature-based play, and it was incredible to watch. What was interesting was seeing that it seemed harder for the adults, for not all the adults, but a lot of the adults in different ways. And I'll include myself. I got a little tired and overstimulated a couple of times and struggled too. But just like, I had to giggle when parents were frustrated because kids were getting muddy. Maybe they didn't know the environment they were walking into. It's definitely one of those environments. So if you're local and you want to try it out, your kids need to be in play clothes, like play clothes, appropriate footwear or no footwear or whatever you choose, but they're going to get dirty. Let them get dirty. Have a change of clothes in the car, towels. Let them explore and get dirty and just have fun. We will definitely go again, and I'll try to get some more footage and stuff and share again for those of you who might be interested in checking it out. It was so crowded. I was trying to be mindful of just the fact that there were so many other kids around, and I just didn't want to get a bunch of footage where I either had to like block kids' faces out or do something. And I was telling Joseph, it was even hard to get like kind of close up pictures and shots, even just for our own memories, not necessarily for content, but it was hard even getting that kind of stuff because there were so many people there. But it was great. I can't wait to do it again. Maybe with a little more protein in our bellies, and maybe earlier in the day. I think that might be a better fit for our family. I think we were a little tired by the time we went. It was later afternoon and maybe not our best time of day. So we'll try it again for sure. Yeah, and so other than that, Joseph's home. He's cooking dinner tonight, and I'm so glad. I need to find a little bit of quiet for a little bit, and I'm thankful to have a husband who's like, absolutely, go get some quiet. I'll make dinner, and it's great. So thanks for watching today. I appreciate you as always. I really, really appreciate your time watching our videos and just hanging out with us in this way. And remember, God made you in his image for a purpose, and you are so very loved.